Welcome back to the Cartoon History Channel. This is the Cartoon History Channel YouTube. And this is Saturday Afternoon Retro Tune 15. 80s Saturday morning versus 90s Saturday morning. The 80s had toys that were made into shows to promote the toys. The toys came out first and then the show, and then there were other toys related that the show was helped to pitch the toy sales. There was Jim, He-Man, Rainbow Bright, Transformers was a big one in the 80s. Thundercats. All of the 80s toy-related centered cartoons, the toy came out first, and then the show was to help pitch the toy sales. The big difference between 80s cartoons that were designed around the toy and the 90s cartoons that were designed around the toy, there were a few ones that were designed around the toy sales and the toys that they were eventually going to make, but 90s Saturday morning cartoons were designed around the story. That's the biggest difference. They were specifically designed around the story. The Batman cartoons, the Spider-Man cartoons, the Superman cartoons, they had shirts and toys and trinkets and things, but they were designed around the story, and they were better designed stories too than the 80s cartoons. Not that they weren't famous cartoons in the 80s, because the Transformers franchise exploded in the 80s and the 90s. But the 90s Saturday morning cartoons were story-oriented. Examples of 90s Saturday morning cartoons were Samurai Pizza Cats. One of them that I'm going to mention, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that was an 80s one, a late 80s and a 90s one. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that was another show that evolved around the story and not just the toy sale. Transformers Beast Wars, Sonic the Hedgehog, the TV show, Tiny Toon Adventures, and Batman off of Fox Kids, and Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Pinky, Elmira and the Brain, Freakazoid, were all examples of 90s cartoons that focused on the show and then the toy. The 90s, in my opinion, were the better of the bunch. They were story-driven instead of toy-driven, and they were just better. They had better writing. Bruce Timm and Paul Dini created two of those shows. Every single one of the Batman shows from now until 2019, they created and were with Kevin Conroy. And Freakazoid, they developed that one. But those were two shows that they both created that were story-driven and not toy-driven. The 1990s Saturday morning cartoons had better character design and better stories too, and better writing, so much better. Especially the comic book ones. They ripped it right from the headlines and right from the book. Tell me in the comments what you want Saturday Afternoon Retro Tune 16 to be about. And if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the notification bell, so you always know about my videos every Friday and Saturday at 3. I also have a TikTok and 2 Cartoon History Instagrams, Cartoon History Channel 1 and Cartoon History Channel 2. So if you want more cartoon history, follow me on those 3. The links will be in the comments.